تلاقولو حيرو ودلاتيو ما صرتو عم قابش وتوسي توكوسي وأوعيتا ووثي مقوايو أسيريا تيفي مقوايو وقولكو يميديا.
Hello, my name is Joseph Pirayou. I want to welcome you to today's program on In the Beginning, Ashur. First of all, I want to thank you for watching and spending time watching it on YouTube and Facebook channel. And as always, this is a live program, 11 a.m. California time. And any comments, any ideas, anything you want to share live, we can if you post it, will be shared. If I can answer it, I will do my best. If not, as always, we have these question and answer programs that we go over and share your ideas and your comments. So actually, today's program is called Unity Through Identity, but we are continuing from that project, Ashur Banipal. As the name of the program I have talked before is in the beginning, Ashur is all about our identity, maintaining it, preserving it, saving it, however, adverb or verb we want to use for this. This is all about who we are and not losing this identity that we have. Before I go further regarding this project, I just wanted to use an example of what I'm trying to see. It's all about communication, that why we are here, why we are doing this, what is the purpose. And the example that I came up with, most of us in the world, the number one sport is football, not American football, that they don't use their foot, they just use their hands and stuff. But the real football, you call it soccer here in the United States. And the last World Cup was the champions were Argentina. However, I just want to go over what I'm thinking to share that with you, and we'll see if we can get to the point that I'm trying to make. So, World Cup, the teams that all around the world, they give them what they call rankings, like what is the top football team, what country is the best, and they rank him based on either championships or honestly, I don't know how they are ranked, but they are ranked, right? So the photo that you're seeing here, the top ranked team is France, and it says according to the stats AI model, I guess artificial intelligence knows chances of winning the World Cup. France had the highest chance, which later you see they make it to the final and they play against Argentina. Argentina was number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, number 8 on the list with 6.45%. France had almost 18% chance of winning the World Cup. Then you go all the way down. The last team is Costa Rica with 0% chance, and the second to last is Saudi Arabia with no chance. These are the teams that they participated in the World Cup final. So Saudi Arabia had no chance of winning World Cup, and their first game was against Argentina. And guess what happened? Argentina lost 2-1. You want to see Messi's face? I guess I'm sure everybody, not everybody, most everybody knows, Lionel Messi is a great soccer player. And this was supposed, they said this is his last chance of winning the World Cup and raising the trophy and all these things. The last 3-4 times They came, they played in the final, they lost. So this was Lionel Messi's last chance to win the World Cup. And they lost the first game to Saudi Arabia, which has no chance. From what I heard, the Saudi Arabia prince or the king of the country, he said, "You guys beat Argentina. Everybody gets God knows how much money, uh, cars, jewelry, women, men, I don't know, whatever. They got so many things, right?" So why I'm saying this, because they lost that first game. Then after that, they didn't lose. They went all the way up and they won, even though it was the penalty shot against France. The goalkeeper was great. Doesn't matter. End result, we saw Messi crying. Then look at him. He's holding the trophy. He's like happy. He forgot all about that first game that they played, right? Champions, and for the next 4 years. And that's one thing I like about World Cup, is not that every year they have a trophy. Like in the United States, we have basketballs, football, baseball. When they play baseball, it's World Series. Nobody from the world plays except a couple of teams from Canada. But every year, but football, the real football, every 4 years, these champions, they work hard, they play hard, they remain disciplined, they play as a team. And when you look at the face of Messi, the only reason he's like that is because of the team. They start with 11 players. So let's show the other photo. The 11 players, right? He's the one raising the trophy, but these people, these 11, and they had substitutes that they played when somebody got tired or injured. This was a team effort. That first game they played and they lost, everybody gave up. Whoever made a bet on Argentina to win the World Cup, they were not happy, this and that, but they won. And they won one thing that we know: each country has its own flag. The Argentinian flag, if nobody knew what it was, but when Argentina won the World Cup, I mean, our flag is much prettier, but it's okay, It's nice. That's their identity. That's who they are. They are known as the Argentinian. Argentina won the World Cup. There were players, but it was the name. Brazil didn't win. France didn't win. Saudi Arabia didn't win. United States, nobody. Now these are the winners. Everybody know. When you look at these are the champs. Do you know all the players who played in the team? Not really. We know Messi, the Maria, that goalie. Don't know his name. There were some other players. Maybe some people know everybody's name. I used to when I was younger. I knew all the good players all over the world, but that's a different story. So, and there was celebration. I think this photo is in Buenos Aires, the capital city. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can count these people. These are all Argentinians. They won the World Cup. Everybody's celebrating together. This, to me, it brought me to, when I was looking at this, wait a minute, look at that unity. I mean, do you know in this photo, is anybody from the Church of the East? Is anybody from the Catholic Church? If anybody is Chaldanaya, Syrianaya, Assyrian, political, Zoa, this, that, they're all one. It didn't matter. They are all one. They are celebrating. They had this purpose. The football, the biggest prize in the sports all over the world is World Cup. And look at these hundreds of thousands, probably, I don't know, I can't count, more than 1 million, celebrating as one. That's what I was thinking of. One, the unity. People from different walks of life, different beliefs, different political beliefs, different genders. Didn't matter what age. Argentina, hallelujah. Everybody's one. Everybody's one because of football. So I was like, can you show our flag? So we saw the flag of Argentina, which is they have a country, they have a land. We have a flag, we don't have a land. We have the land. Actually, we have the land, but it's not under our name. It's the name of the country is Iraq. There is a KRG ruling over it, and somehow we are being erased from that area. And that was the part that I wanted to share with you after giving that example of what the unity is regarding, regardless of who the people are or what they believe in. Sorry. So in the beginning, Ashur, it's all about our name, identity. And you know what? This is nothing new. I mean, it's not just me. I mean, you see this program, but I see a lot of other places. There are people that trying to go back to where the original started, because this is nothing new. We're not creating something new. Oh, Ashur, is that new? I didn't know Ashur. Ashurbanipal, remember? That's why I chose that name. Nobody can change that name. They can change Ashur to Assyria, to Atur, to Suris, Suraya. They can then split us into the divisions. But originally, this is what we are. Okay. So the name was changed, not by us, by non-Ashuri, by strangers. They didn't know how to pronounce our name. They found out during the archaeological digging, yeah, the god is Ashur, people are Ashur, but we can't spell She. We say Se, Assyrian, Syria, this, that. So that's what happened. And we accept it. We go back centuries, even before these archaeological finds. There are churches that they call us Aturaye, Asuri, Aturi. Then it was into English, which is like, 3, 4, 500 years ago, with the Bibles and all these things that's coming out, translations. You're Assyrian. So we accept it, and there is a confusion created by accepting these names, that the identity, who are we? What's going on here? There are misunderstandings. But the one thing that this has created is division. I wrote some notes here because I don't want to lose track of my thoughts here, because there's a point I'm trying to make here. So division is the enemy of unity. As you can see, we are not united as one people, Why is that? Because there is division among us. Division that is created by these names, Assyrian, Chaldean, Syriacs. History tells us we are all one. Just a little bit education or just knowledge, easy to find out. But it's being pushed, these three names. And somehow in our land, they say, you're Assyrian, you're Chaldean, you're Syriacs, forget about it. You're a Christian. So we call you Christian component. I don't know what component came from, but this is the word that is being used by these political people in our homeland, calling us Christian component. Imagine Christian component. From Ashur-banipal, from that great history, we have become Christian component. Don't get me wrong about the word Christian. See, there are things that each individual has beliefs in. My belief, it comes from Bible, but I don't push it on anybody. If somebody asks me what you believe in, I tell them. But when somebody asks me, Joseph, who you are? I said, I'm Ashuri. My faith belongs to me. You ask me, I tell you. Like the past few programs that we did regarding these bishops in Australia, this and that, all I did was I provided information. I said, there is this book, okay? I said, there is this book. These people claim that they are representing this book. Then you open this book and you read it and you see that they are misrepresenting. And by misrepresentation, they have created division in our nation. But that's from the faith side, religion. But these Christian component name, they gave us the new name. This is about erasing slowly. As I showed you last program, there is that photo of Ashur Banipa, and they say this is the Kurdistan identity, Kurdish identity. Isn't that amazing? Kurdish identity. So when they erase our identity, then it goes all claims that we have on the land, all the freedom that we can have in our land. You can see what is happening right now. It's just we live there, but we don't exist as who we are historically in that place. That's the issue. Now, when the Christian component is pushed and Christian, then we are no more. So, Ashur, as time goes by, when you forget about a name, it becomes like, oh, forget about it. Like the way that we accepted all these different names they call us, not Ashur. So it's very hard to say, like 1100 years ago, this preacher or priest called us Asuri. Okay, he made a mistake because he didn't know in our language, this is not our name. Now, what's the big deal? Joseph, we have so many problems. You keep, poking us with that identity, with that name. Why? Why is that? Why are you doing this? Now, I was thinking of something of a value that it's so precious. The only thing that came up in my mind as a thing is that I think it's called Kuhenur diamond. Can we see that photo of that diamond? I mean, it has a history, goes back apparently, what is that, 5,000 years ago? I was like looking at history, this is one of the most famous, I think it used to be one of the most expensive. There is another one that is bigger, but it comes from Guntur, wherever that is, Malawa, Delhi, which is India, Samarkand, back to Delhi, to Persia, Punjab, Lahore, Britain, and came to Britain 1850, and it's still there at Tower of London. Now, you see the diamond now, from what I know, is used in a crown. Can we show that photo? So this is the royal crown of Great Britain, and I think when Charles became king, I've seen photo of this on his head, his wife's head. These are priceless value that they have. These are like, there is nothing. So India is asking for it, says, hey, this is ours, give it back to us, and Great Britain is like, what? I mean, they've done this with us. They did all these digging, and British Museum, which is full of our artifacts. But I'm grateful for that, because if it was still in Iraq of today, these ISIS would have destroyed everything. But going back to value judgment, the value of something. Now, the value of our name, the value of our identity. How valuable is it to you? See, until about, let's say, 13, 14 years ago, I had given up on nationalistic things, doing programs. Before that, I was very involved. When we came to the United States, I was part of the youth group. I was in the dance group. I was in what was the other thing? We did soccer team. All the Ashuri activities, I was involved. I loved it. It was being, our language, our culture, beautiful. Then as time went by, we grew up, we saw these divisions that they come, they're like headaches. I say, you know what, I give up. There's something that happened by chance, whatever it was. I started with A and B, did some program. They wanted things about history. And the more I did program, the more I learned more. And what I really learned was the name, the value, the identity. And I saw how it's under attack. Why? What are we doing? We're such a small people. We have all these divisions. What's the big deal of them trying to choke us? No, Christian component. Why? They know the value of it in a negative way. They see the value. They see like this Hope Diamond or whatever Kohinoor that is, and they want to make us not to see it. See, when you look, I want to compare that Kohinoor to the Ashur image. Can we have that tablet with the Ashur? Okay, this is what they told us after excavation. This is God Ashur. This is the people that they believed in that God, they're follower of the Creator, and all of these good things. And we have a history. We have a history, cradle of civilization. Somehow the values that the preciousness, the importance has been lost through these divisions that they caused us. Because you want to live your normal life. You don't want to have headache. You come home, you feel like I'm patriot. Then your spouse says, "No, we're wasting our time. Why don't you work?" This that creates headache. You say, "You know what? I don't want anything." But right now is the time. We see the attack, and some of us view this Ashur as that Kohinoor diamond. And here's the point of the program. I talked for the last, 21 minutes. We need to get coordinated. Those of us who have that value for this name, for the identity, as we saw on that soccer team, football team, they all played together. Not everybody scored a goal. Not everybody was able to, what they call be Messi, but without the team, Messi would be nothing. Everybody giving their part to contribute and become the champions and the whole nation, regardless of who they were. I have been contacted by some people regarding this project. I have contacted some people, and I will be doing this regarding the subject of Ashur, subject of identity, and the unity through this identity. And the amazing part is that it's all fact. It's just that we have been used so many, generations to use a different name, not having like the importance about this. There is a realization, especially to our youth. They are the ones that say, "Hey, wait a minute, we have this Kohinoor diamond. Why we are wasting? Why we are not giving value? Why we are not keeping it safe, keeping the name?" And it's happening. It's the beautiful part. Before I finish the program, there is that I wanted to share. There was a comment on the YouTube regarding the last program. Can we show that? I didn't put the name of the person because privacy or whatever, some people, they just don't like it. And I didn't ask for permission to do it. So my apologies if I didn't use your name. And it says, "God bless you. I just love you. Love your program, the heart. God bless all Ashurian and make them happy and healthy wherever they live. And what everybody call themselves, I believe one day Ashur's sun will shine in their hearts and open their eyes. Amen." It is happening. Thank you for this comment. The only thing that, not that I don't agree, I wish we could call us Ashuri. See, in the land, our land, homeland, and the surroundings, they know us as Ashur and Ashuri. The Arabic and Farsi, and even though Jews are not a big population, all these three languages, Farsi, Arabic, Hebrew, they call us Ashur. They say he's Ashuri and he speaks Ashurit. So if we can stick to that, and Ashurian, we have very, just special name, not like American, Armenian, just Ashurian. It just doesn't give me. Maybe I'm wrong. I wouldn't mind if everybody wants to call themselves Ashurian. That's fine. Now, I forgot about that part. When I was saying about the putting value, that tablet, okay, that tablet is just our ancestors put it in a tablet. This is who we are. This gentleman here, the writing on his back in our Shuri language says Allah Ashur, and he has tattooed that symbol on his back. We're talking what is the word? Uh, I went black. It's not involvement. He's dedication. This is dedication because once you tattoo, the only way you remove it is going to remove that, but your back is screwed. Your skin is screwed anyway. So this guy is dedicated. He says, you know what? I put Allah Ashur on my back. I'm not saying we do that on our back because one thing, we cannot go like this in the public every day. So we show our back to the people that we are Ashuri. So that, but that's for himself. Beautiful. But the one thing that we can do as we start working together, coming up with ways. Like I put my name on Facebook, Ashur. Shoot, I forgot. I had this small a friend of mine gave it to me, the Ashur Allah pin. Uh, Last program I was going to use it. See, when you get old, you forget about these things. But this is how we communicate. This is how we will get together. We're going to do it. You know why we're going to do it? Because we're still here. We have people like this guy tattooing it on his back. You know how many other people they have tattooed it on their forehead, but without the tattoo? Because up here, we know who we are. And since we know who we are going to continue. 2,600 years without the nation. We are still here. We're not going anywhere because our people, even especially the young generation, is waking up. And we're going to work together. And as I said, we need a team. You're going to work together. Any contribution you want, you can send message through YouTube, through Facebook, on Assyria, my personal page. We can come here. I have invited you many times. I have invited on the program, but I'm calling people individually because it's easy to just write stuff on Facebook. But when it comes time to actually sit down and put your money where your mouth is, we're going to do that. There are many of you out there. We just need to get excited because it's fun at the same time. With this, blessed be Ashur, the work of Creator's hand. Chaya Ashur, Ahiya Ashur Chaya. Mabqila, thank you for watching and goodbye.
شيخاني